So very good morning to everyone. Namaste to all. At some point in life, we all feel that we are stuck, no matter whether a person believes in themselves or they don't believe in themselves. Even if somebody thinks that they are very intelligent, they're very smart, they're very confident. But life happens to all of us. And there are times that you do feel getting stuck. And moreover, it is about life is not about just one aspect. It is about a lot of different aspects of life, and our strength may be in one or two field but not in every field. Some people are very confident that I can earn money easily, but I can't handle relations, I can't handle my emotions. Some people are very good handling emotions, but probably when they have to take action, there is fire in the building, they can't run. Some people know how to speak tactfully, some do not know. Some know how to be a listener, some do not know. And these are the qualities which makes us certain part of us being very, very easy to go with, and in certain aspect where we experience being stuck. So being stuck or being stagnant is happening to each one at different times in life or different fields in life, where they feel that like, okay, I get a lot of people coming and saying, oh, I can earn money, that's not a problem, that's okay. I lost money, it is okay, I'll earn it. But I can't handle people. People just, they come into my life, they don't stay for a long time and they just leave me. And I did so much for them. I don't know what happened. Why is it that people never understand? No one understands me. How does that make you feel? That makes me feel very stuck in life. I feel as if there is no one who loves me. But there are people who say, oh, my family is very supportive and they do. But how they speak to me is something which I don't like. They don't value me. They just devalue me. And the saga continues. I felt being devalued in the school. I felt being devalued at my parents' house. I felt being devalued after marriage. So the patterns can be very different. But at what point do you feel being stuck? That is what we will understand. So this entire week is where I will ask, like, where do you feel stuck in your life? Tell us that, where are you feeling stuck? And then we will just understand it, because more than the downloads, because when I'm doing downloads, I know why I'm doing that. I'm going in the depth and I'm realizing what belief of yours is causing you to be stuck. But the question is, are you realizing it? Until the time you do not develop that awareness and mindfulness, you go on repeating the mistake. And when we go on repeating the mistake, things don't change, because it happens to teach us a lesson of life. And only when we understand it, we are at a better place to be able to handle it in a much better way. So each one of you, turn by turn, will take one of you and understand where in life you feel stuck. If you don't want to mention your relations, don't mention. It is okay. You can say in certain relationships or close relationships, this is how I feel, this is what I feel. And trust me, you are not the only one who feels like that. You'll be shocked to know that majority will say that they also feel being stuck. So before anyone raises their hand, I want you to close your eyes and ask yourself these questions. In what field or aspect of your life do you get stuck very often, or you are stuck for a very, very long time. Probably it has been a pattern for years now, from early childhood, then when you were young, even now. That is one thing which you can't handle. Probably you may feel that what happened in the past where you were young and you didn't understand. But the reality is, even now, the same thing continues with you. So if God gives you a choice of being unstuck, unwire something, that something which has subconsciously wired you, and you want to open up that wire and disconnect from that wire, no more memory, what would that be which will really make you feel happier and not being stuck in that anymore? Be very honest to yourself and then choose that no matter what, I am going to break this pattern, come out of this vicious circle. Be aware, identify, acknowledge. Where is that coming from? What belief do I require to change? To allow myself to be liberated, to be free from this pattern. How does that pattern make you feel? And whenever you are ready with the answer, you can open your eyes and press the button. So we will take one person at a time. Yeah. Can you please unmute Samina Agbani?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Samina. Can I see Samina? Can you please?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, one sec, Samina. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. Ma'am, actually, this stuck thing, I'm feeling this since childhood. And I feel this pattern is like continuing in different ways. So shall I clearly say that what was going through before and now, what I'm going through?
Yeah, a little bit, because where are you getting stuck? Till the time I'm not aware, I cannot, probably we can't diagnose. What we are going to do is like more of a diagnostic session
Yeah.
this week. So at least once you guys are aware of it, then
Uh-huh.
on your own you start making those baby steps, you start taking baby steps, you start changing it, you start
Correct.
realizing what it is.
Yeah, ma'am. So basically, like when I was younger, as a kid, my mom was very strict and very conservative, was not allowed to go out as a daughter. We were like as kind of caged inside the house because they were afraid to let us go out alone, especially. And to go out with friends also, we were not allowed. So basically there I was stuck, as you can say, to be liberated. Couldn't go out as a kind of a freedom, couldn't get freedom.
So, just one correction. What I feel is there you were caged and that made you feel being stuck.
Yeah, helpless and stuck kind of
Yeah.
thing.
So first understanding in life is uh, I was caged that made me feel being stuck, not that
Yeah,
I was stuck and that made
yeah,
me.
yeah, correct, correct,
Because
correct.
then you completely, in your
Understand,
mind also, you understand that.
understand.
So before you continue, Samina, so understand any situation in life
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
where because of any person who is dominant in your life,
correct,
can
correct,
be loving, can be unloving, can be a boss, can
correct,
be government
correct.
authority, can be anyone who is an authority. A child,
Yes,
parent is an authority for a child, and child can't say overrule them. Child does not have guts to
true,
overrule them and say, no,
true,
I will do this, because they do not know the second way out, right?
true.
So identify your pattern any time in your life, anyone who is authority
Authority,
or whom you feel is an authority, automatically a part of you feels being caged, and that makes you feel stuck and helpless, as if there is
true,
no way out. I don't know what to do now.
correct.
Yeah, as your session will get over, first just definitely write it down.
Right, sure.
Yeah, sorry, you can continue.
Yeah, ma'am. So basically that time I felt stuck. Then I thought, okay, I'll get married. I will be free. I will be allowed to take my own decisions, to go out. But then over there, I got even more stuck. My in-laws were more dominant than my parents. So totally stuck. I'm in Indonesia currently. So like for many years, I was not allowed to go out only anywhere. I had no friends. Even worse situation than my mother's house. Then I thought, I will be happy, once I separate. So then I separated after 9 years. And then I came to know my younger son is ADHD. Now until now he's 11. I'm still stuck with him. I cannot go out anywhere freely. So that continues. Although my son is not dominant authority figure, but he controls me. So I was like, why this is coming to me? Like, when this will stop? So just trying to figure it out, like how and when I can get help for this feeling, and when I will get free from this.
How does it serve you to be stuck? How does it helped you till now, if at all, anything which helped you in this scenario, what would that be?
Basically, it is serving, like, yeah, I have learned to take care of my home and my family. I learned my responsibilities. And other besides that, I don't see any serving in this.
So first, would you like to know what it feels like to learn your own responsibilities and to be a responsible person in life without you having to attract the situation of being stuck, and
Yes,
without attracting the people who control you or the situations that controls you, and that you know that you are in charge, and you understand being in control of life through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is.
yes,
You know how to when to and when not to be in control, and when to be in control through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane, without attracting the feeling of being caged, and
yes,
to have your own space and being in charge.
Yes.
Having belief in the self and being able to move forward and growing in life, allowing yourself
Yes.
to connect to your own soul's energy, and to know that this journey is for you and you choose to live for yourself into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the core level of your beliefs, for your highest and best in the highest and best possible way for you. Can I?
Yes.
Thank you. Do I have the permission to scan you?
Yes, ma'am.
Not scan you, but scan the situation of your life.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I see is this entire pattern started with one of your lifetime that I see, where you were being a king and you had many wives there, and like what we call Rani. You understand
Mhm.
Hindi?
Yes, yes. I can understand.
Yeah. So I just see you and your thought process was that as if you own them, and they were being caged. They were not allowed to move out. They were not allowed to do things they want. They were allowed to do only what the king wanted. And what I see is your thought pattern were that, I mean, I am giving comforts of life to them. So they have nothing to complain. What more can they ask for?
Okay.
So not realizing that even if you give somebody like, all the comforts, best of the food, best of the play, like, I mean, where they can stay, everything. But what a human being requires is freedom. And whether it is a servant, whether it is a family member, you have not bought them. They are not,
Correct.
so they need their own thought process. They need that they want that freedom to be able to execute. And this is what something majority time people do not value when they have it. They don't understand. So like there are like past lives are there are like multiple lifetimes. And so for you it was majorly your thought process of not realizing that you can't buy people. And so it is karmic entanglement. And
Mm-hmm.
what you say that, when people have sent that sort of a negative energy to you because you became the reason of their pain. They're like, I mean, you will understand it when you experience it, because the complaints you didn't listen, and they went on saying, yeah, we understand, but we want freedom. It's okay.
Okay.
No, we don't get best of the clothes and best of the food. I mean, it does not matter. But that
Yeah.
concept was
I
not.
feel that same situation is like me. Like, I don't want
Yeah,
anything. I don't want clothes. I don't want anything. I just want freedom.
yeah, that was not understood by you. And
Yes.
like कहीं ना कहीं उनकी सोच से वो बोलते हैं ना कि एक वो
हाँ.
हाई निकली और वो कि लाइक तुम्हें समझ में आएगा.
I
I
can't
mean,
believe it.
हमें नहीं चाहिए ये, like, नौ लखा हार and this and that.
Right, right.
We want to breathe in open. We want to, like, I mean, I can see few incidences with them. You didn't allow them to even, like, it was a big palace, but didn't allow them to go to the garden also. Is when
Oh
I
my God.
choose to come down, you can come down with me. Otherwise, you remain in your room. What if somebody else will see you are so pretty looking, you are so beautiful?
Uh-huh.
Can't. You have to dress up for me, whether I come to see you or not. You have to dress up in all that jewelry anytime if I choose to come. So there were like a lot of things which started becoming uh, burdensome for them, and
Right.
suffocation that they experienced in those
Mm-hmm.
lifetimes. And that is exactly like what came back to you. And at a soul level, your biggest learning is to value the freedom of a person, the freedom, when I say freedom, to have discernment in what you speak, but yet uh, to understand that everyone has different opinions, to value them without being judgmental about it. And to let people be, we don't buy them. Why are
Correct.
you still entangled once?
Yes, ma'am.
You're still entangled because I see that your that son was your one of your favorite wife amongst all that you had, and
Yeah.
it's that you had promised what in Theta we call that, people hold on to vows, oath,
Vows, oath,
commitment,
commitments. Yeah.
promises, obligation, where you said I will serve you, and you're still like in that entanglement because you chose to serve that soul. One sec.
Okay. So basically, like for the whole lifetime, I have to serve him. Is that means?
Yeah, one sec. Uh, as per the Theta way of thinking, working, and operating, you don't have to, like, nothing is have to. You can open your eyes. I mean,
Okay.
it is a choice that your soul made at that point of time. So when you go deeper into it and you identify why did you choose that, what had happened in that lifetime, like go till the completion of it, and identify the blocked beliefs, that why did that belief came into you, like probably like there are multiple beliefs attached to that. The beliefs, like, I mean, uh, love is serving.
Sorry, ma'am. Pardon.
Love is
Love is
equivalent
serving.
to serving. Yeah.
Okay.
And so like there are, see, so there is it's the entire thing, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like a puzzle. So like each one is each belief that we gather from different lifetime. So one is love is serving. Now, as long as you believe love is serving, you will always attract situations where you have to serve.
Have to serve. Okay.
Yeah. But then second thing is like, I mean, the karmic entanglement about the other relationships also that you drew there. And you were fine with it. Like you didn't feel any guilt in, keeping all the other wives ready, decked up. And, they cannot eat till the years goes from your side to eat and all. So we require to like open up each piece of that, identify those multiple beliefs where they come from, and before that what had happened, clear and cleanse that, and making a new choice. Because as there is a concept of parallel universe, it does not mean what happened to me at some point of time point of time, may that be this lifetime or any other lifetime, it has to continue.
Okay.
Everything happens for soul to learn and evolve.
Right, ma'am.
Probably, like, I think if you allow yourself to focus on that aspect of your life, it will for sure change. And it changes in a beautiful way, not only for you to come out of that pattern. From lifetimes, probably you are having this pattern. So, not only to come out of that pattern, but even it will help your son also to come out of ADHD like it never happened.
I hope so. Because I always, it's like a fearful, I'm always in a fearful situation. What my mother will hit me, my mother will get angry on me if I have freedom. Then
So
my
there are
in-laws will be
multiple
very, now my
aspects.
son will go away somewhere. I'm free, he will hurt himself. So there is constantly, I'm in fear, situation of fear that something will happen.
That's exactly what happens. There are multiple aspects of it, and that's why, like, I knew that it is not something very small which I can do right now. Change your
Yeah,
belief,
understand.
change, because it requires like two ways to go about it. Either you need like multiple sessions for it, or you require to learn it yourself and make your journey faster, whatever way you choose that to be. But understanding that, like, that fear comes from your own childhood memory, because at some level your higher self said to experience helplessness what you made other people feel helpless, but to understand that life is over and completed and probably you have finished your due. There are times, so like, but your cellular memory don't understand that. Your body still believes that to be true. So it, you are like, I mean, we get wired to operate out of fear. But what if I'll do that, this will happen? Then what if this will happen? So that needs to clear and cleanse. There
Right.
are like, I mean, opposite things need to be established there. So there are multiple layers attached to that.
Okay.
Is that making sense to you? But like for
Understand.
to be very sure about knowing and visualizing the scenario that you want in your life, what is the
Yeah.
ideal situation that you would like to see yourself, you start seeing that, and a very strong and pure intent of the divine to guide you what are the next steps and to take that step
Okay.
to break free that pattern completely. So start like from today, like, imagining the exactly the situation which you would like to have, and what
Okay.
would that situation be, and in that situation what is the guidance from your own angel guides, higher self, what is the guidance or the help that you may require of somebody else. Your intuition guides you with the same, and you take that step further.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
ma'am. Thank you so much. Felt
Thank
a
you so
bit better.
much.
I felt quite lighter, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you, Samina. No, the point that it came on the surface, it has come for resolution. It will get resolved. It will get resolved. So thank you so much, guys. Tomorrow we will take somebody else. Like, what is your pattern where you are getting stuck? To understand different people's patterns is somewhere uh, decluttering ourselves and understanding how life patterns happen, and how when we think it differently, this is what we are doing is theta way of thinking, theta way of learning, theta way of changing and operating from theta way. So it is a revision for our souls to understand how to operate with the same, to identify that patterns. So thank you all for joining. See you all tomorrow, 9 a.m.